You may be surprised that many popular cities in the United States aren't what they appear to be in the travel brochures. Some of these cities could be quite dangerous for a hapless tourist, and you may think twice about moving there for a job. So based on the FBI's crime statistics, here are the 10 worst places to live in the US in 2019. Spoiler alert, Detroit didn't even make the list. Know before you go! Number 10. Anchorage, Alaska. Surprisingly, Alaska's most populous city comes in at number 10. With a population of nearly 300,000, 3,500 of which are victims of violent crimes every year. Your chance of becoming a victim of crime in Anchorage is 1 in 16. Experts blame substance abuse, gang violence, and the lack of mental health treatment in the city. Number 9. Baltimore, Maryland. In 2017, there were 8,879 reported robberies. That's 10 times more than the national average, and it has the highest amount of robberies in the US. In addition, every year there is pretty much one homicide for every day. Your chance of being a victim in Baltimore is 1 in 15, and 6% of its residents are unemployed. Number 8. Pueblo, Colorado. Sadly, Pueblo is not known as a Rocky Mountain getaway, it's known for its high rate of violent crime. Your chance of falling prey to a crime in Pueblo is 1 in 14. The unemployment rate for Pueblo stands at 6%. Number 7. Chattanooga, Tennessee. This charming, scenic city of 175,000 residents on the banks of the Tennessee River is also a rather dangerous city. In fact, the violent crime rate in Chattanooga is 96% higher than Tennessee as a whole. Most of the shootings in Chattanooga are due to gang violence. Your chance of being a victim of crime there is 1 in 15. Number 6. Oakland, California. While the crime rates have been going down in Oakland over the past few years, it's still very high. The violent crime rate is 147% higher than the other cities in California. In fact, you stand a 1 in 14 chance of falling victim to a violent crime in Oakland. Number 5. Albuquerque, New Mexico. The city of Albuquerque makes the list for property crime, but that still makes Albuquerque among the most dangerous cities in the US. Property crime happens to 7,365 people per 100,000. Chances of falling prey to crime is a high 1 in 12. These property crimes were mostly burglaries. Number 4. Springfield, Missouri. This Midwest city of 165,000 has an alarming amount of violent crime. In fact, the murder rate almost doubled from 2016 to 2017. You have a 1 in 10 chance of falling victim to violent crime in Springfield. It also has the highest rate of sexual assault in the nation. Number 3. Little Rock, Arkansas. The capital of Arkansas has a population of roughly 200,000, and it's the largest city in Missouri. With high rates of property crime, 7,000 per 100,000 residents, you have a 1 in 10 chance of falling victim to crime in Little Rock. Number 2. Memphis, Tennessee. Violent crime is not the first thing that comes into mind regarding Memphis. You're more likely to think of Elvis or blues music on Beale Street. But this city has one of the highest rates of violent crime at 2003 per 100,000 residents. In 2017 alone, there was a grand total of 653,000 violent crimes, including 181 homicides. And there's a 1 in 13 chance it could happen to you. And at number 1, St. Louis, Missouri. Although best known for its blues music and barbecue, surprisingly St. Louis is the number 1 most dangerous city in America. This city has the highest homicide rate in the country. In fact, the murder rate in St. Louis is 67 per 100,000, compared to an average of 5 per 100,000 in the rest of the United States. Your overall chance of falling victim to crime is 1 in 13. Also, more than 40% of children in St. Louis live in poverty. Where do you think the worst place to live in the US is?